Hi guys, welcome to another askzenler. So in this workshop, what we're going to look at is how we can animate certain things to drive a little bit of interest on the page. So I did a site for a case study of a new course that's coming out on branding and design for William Seong, and I featured quite a bit of animation in there. Now you've got to be careful you don't go too far, but it can really draw your attention and look more interactive, which is what we're always aiming to do with things like gamification and those sort of things. So interactivity is really important, and it's getting more important, and it's getting more widely used. So things like animation effects can really help. So I'm going to show you an example of the site I'm talking about that has these animations, and I'm just going to show you in page what you can do and what elements you can actually animate, which is pretty much anything in Zenler. Okay, so here we go, guys. This is a site that I helped rebrand for William for a case study, and as you can see, we have elements going on here. Now if I refresh the page, so this is like you just landed on here, this is what happens. You get this little spin out going on. You'll also notice as I'm going down the page, you're getting these arrows also come down, and you're getting little key things animating inside the page, which was really kind of drawing your attention to things. So I'm going to show you kind of how all these work. Now bear in mind, don't go too far. I could probably say what I've done here is maybe a little bit too much, but it's really effective. So you can see as I go down the page, the arrows then face down, they kind of push down, which leads you on. The whole point of this exercise was to show you how you could actually lead someone through a page by using a little bit of animation, and of course arrows, which tell people straight away that they should keep going through the content, which provides a journey for them through their pages. So let's jump into my test page here, and I'm going to show you some animation. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop in an empty block, and you can use the pre-built blocks. It doesn't matter, wherever you get the ability to use animation, you can do what you like really. So I'm going to come in here and just kind of drop in three blocks, three columns, or one row, three columns. So I'm going to add an element now, and I'm just going to go and add a bit of text. So I'm going to just add this text in here. I'm not going to style it or anything, I'm just going to add it in there. So I'm now going to just add some body text underneath. So let me go to my text and drop that in there. And the next thing is I'm just going to drop a button in here. Now there's no particular reason why I'm doing this. I'm just putting in different elements to show you how they can be animated. So as I was saying earlier, pretty much anything can be animated. So I'm going to drop in now an icon. So I'm going to go to an icon. We've got all our icons down here, and I'm going to choose something like maybe this Apple logo or something. So you've got the apple appearing there. So I'm going to go into settings for the apple, make it a bit bigger. So I'm going to go into the style, and I'm just going to take the font properties for this and make it about 120. So that makes it nice and big. I'll also make it red as well, because we like red apples. And obviously I could change the style of all these, but this is not what the video is about. So let's have a look how we can animate. Like I said, pretty much any element inside of Zenler can be animated. So the first thing I'm going to do is get this kind of spinning around effect, which is actually on a y-axis. So it's spinning around. Is it y or probably on the y-axis or the z-axis? It doesn't matter. So I'll show you now. So I'm going to click on here. I'm going to go to the gear icon, and down under the settings here, and this is where the animations will appear in all of the blocks. If you have that in there, you can animate it. That's the key. So if there's anything you add, I haven't checked every single element to know if it's animation, but I'm pretty sure that it's under every element you put in, you have the ability to animate it. So if you go to animation, you can go down here, you can see that we have different animation effects. So have a play around with these, because some of them are really cool. The great thing about it is that you can click it and watch what happens when I click the first animation. Bounce, bang, it shows you what it does. So that actually shows you, gives you a little preview. So bounce up, whoa, there you go. That's used quite a lot. Now let's do that flip on the x-axis. So there you go, that's the one that I used. So let's flip it on the y-axis now, which will be up and down. So see how that flipped up and down? So I'm going to leave it on the x there. So that's how you can animate these things. So I'm going to do another one for this one now. I'm just going to do what's called pulse, which is pretty cool. And then we're going to expand on this. So this is pulse. There we go. So you see that little pulse going on. And this one here, let's just sort of knock it to the right. So let's go into our settings again. Again, look, animation is down here. This is the submit button, but you can see the animation effect is down this side. So with this one, I'm going to do a kind of slide in, slide right, big in. So it does that kind of thing. Yeah, play around with these. There's lots of things you can do. So now we've done that, what I'm going to do is I want to show you how it looks in page. So I'm going to save it, and we're just going to go and hit the preview button. So preview, there we go. We've got the animation going on. Then it stops. All right. So how can we get it so that it repeats? Really easy, guys. All we need to do, jump back to our page. I'm going to do it with this. Actually, I'll do it with this one. Doesn't matter, they all work in the same way. We're going to come in here, we're going to say, have a look at these two, delay and interval. So this element will show only after a specified delay. So let's pretend that this one works first, and I want this one to come into effect 1 second after. So I'm going to go to how, I'm going to put delay, let's say 2 seconds. And let's say this one, I'm going to go into it. So this after the page loads, it will delay. I'm going to do this 4 seconds. So what will that do? That will make this one spin first straight away. 2 seconds later, this one will spin, and 4 seconds later, from the initial load of the top of the page, this one will go. So let's have a look at it. So we should have a sequence of animations going across the page. So let's go across here and hit the refresh button, and there we go, and there we go, and there we go. So you can see how you could delay those events from actually happening and popping up. So you could, if you had an area, you could do it like maybe 5 seconds and then have bang, a big thing come up on that. So thinking about these things, you know, there's more options. So now I'm going to go in here and I'm going to show you what the other one's for, which is the interval. So I'm going to put this back to 0 so it does it straight away. And I want this to repeat the same animation every 3 seconds. And I think I'll do the same for this. So this will just repeat it every 3 seconds. You can put what you like in here. And I'm going to repeat this one as well every 3 seconds. It can be different. You don't need them to be the same. I'm going to click save. Now we're going to go in. And what we're going to have is a continually repeating animation now. So that's the first one. 3 seconds later, it does it again. 3 seconds later, it does it again. And that's how we can get animation into our pages. So with all of those elements that you're putting in there, you've got the ability to add all of those animation effects to any of those elements going in there. So it really powerful, a really powerful thing to do. And you'll also see that on the row, we also have an animation effect. So if I did like bounce up or bounce in, it will do that. So let's get really funky with this. Let's put 2 in there, and let's put 6 in there, and let's save it and see what happens. So now I've got animation running over a row and on elements inside this block. So let's refresh this page and see what happens. Bang, that pops up. They're repeating, and bang, that pops up again. And that's repeating. So you see, you can also put animations on rows. So you could also put it on a row inside a row. So flexibility wise, you can do pretty much anything. Now I'm not sure in here whether we can actually have an animation effect. We can put an animation effect on the whole block. So it looks like animation effect is everywhere. So if I do a bounce here, so now I'm putting animation on the whole block, I'm putting animation on the row, and I'm putting animation on an element. So I'm going to save this, and we've got a lot going on. So let's hit this first of all, and you're going to get that bang, bang, bang. And then it's going to start jumping and get around again as well. So be really careful, because you can go a little bit overboard with all this stuff. But it just shows you the flexibility. If you get the timings right on things, it can be really effective. Imagine like it pulsing in from the right and then something coming up 2 seconds later and then something coming up at another 2 seconds and another 2 seconds. Could be quite good, could be quite powerful. And you could also do like a knock on in there as well with using this. So really powerful, this stuff. I think you've even got fade in here as well. So you've got a fade in, so it does that, kind of fades in, which can be good. I'd probably take the row animation off if I was doing that, to be honest. So I'd probably take normal, just put that to normal and click save. And then I've got a kind of fade on this as I click this. So let's fade it in, and then I've got that animation running. So that is how you do it. So how I did that is it's done exactly the same way, but be a little bit careful with what you're doing here, that you don't go overboard and make it too much, because it's quite easy to do. All right. So that is doing animation effects on Zenler.